Hey, no, I'm Tone Bot. No, I'm Tone Bot. No, I'm Tone Bot. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, no, I'm Tone Bot. Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. So boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Look, right about now, we got to chop it up about this Kenneka Jenkins case. Now, we've been back knee deep in this Kenneka case here over the past week or so. I want to say about a week ago, we started back covering the Kenneka case. Rightfully so, because a few of those stories have been going viral. And we just want to get Kenneka the proper justice that she deserves. Unfortunately, we probably will never see her get justice, but needless to say, we're still going to cover the story either way. If she ever gets justice, fine. If she doesn't, then hey, we tried our hardest. But we are gonna get the facts out. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. Let me get my mic situated. All right, there we go. All right, so boom. Let's go. Hold on, thugs. Man. All right, y'all ready though? Nah, to be real, we've been uncovering a lot of facts in this case, and a lot of stuff that kind of slipped everybody's kind of slipped right from under, right up under everybody's noses, up under everybody's eyes. A lot of information kind of just passed us by. And it don't mean nothing is wrong with us. It just means, hey, it was a lot of information. So we always needed somebody just to come chop the information up and dissect it so we could all understand it. And Big Ratchet is here to do that, man. We 6 episodes in now. Yo, pat ourselves on the back. We are 6 episodes in on this Kenneka case. And this is hours and hours of content that we've been dropping. I don't even remember how long all the videos been, man. And I would say at least I did about 4 hours of content for y'all last week. Let me check and see. Let's check and see real quick. Let's look around to see how much Kenneka content we have been doing for everybody over here. Let's see. The last Kenneka video I did was damn near an hour long. The one before that was damn near an hour long. It was about 56 minutes. The one before that was an hour. That's 3 hours right there. 4 hours because that part 2 was an hour long. Then 5 hours. And we got 5 hours. No, oh, my bad. 5 hours and 5 hours and 45 minutes over the past 2 weeks. Over the past 2 weeks, and then one of them was 13 days ago. Over the past 9 days, we got about 4 hours of content with the Kenneka case. So y'all got a lot to catch up on. If you have not been over here paying attention to the damn content, you might want to get over here and pay attention to the content because this is the 6th episode. As a matter of fact, this is the 7th. I'm tripping. The first one wasn't even a Kenneka part. It was me talking about Teresa Martin. So this really part 7, but 6 because we started covering back on the Kenneka case. It don't matter. But we've done 7 different videos in the past 13 days. So get caught up on all the content, man. Get caught up. One of them sitting at like 40K. We're doing good numbers over here, man, covering these cases that we picking back up on. So nevertheless, let's get into it. Y'all ready to get started? Okay, y'all already know. Salute to the moderators. Salute to the green team. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment on the video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hype the video. And if you want to support me, you could do so by sending a donation via Super Chat, Super Sticker, or Cash App, $ Ratchet TV. Keep it a big buck. All right, I have to get my plug in, man. Hey, look, I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to get my money on. I'm trying to get these coins. I'm trying to get these coins. So now let's keep it a buck, man. Let's go. Did I say my disclaimer already? If I didn't, allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all in the Fair Use Act. You can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video, and everything I say is alleged. Allegedly. I don't remember if I said it or not. I probably did, but just to be on the safe side, get it out real quick. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? Let's keep it a buck. Let's go.
I mean, I'm assuming everyone in Chicago knows the story of Kenneka Jenkins by now, but Kyle, just a little backstory. The 19-year-old girl who was found frozen in a freezer in the Rosemont Crown Plaza Hotel.
That's right.
So let's start there.
This is what I wanted to do last time. I told you I was going to leave y'all on, like, I was going to start this one last time, but we had already kind of gotten to like the hour of the content. So I was like, you know what, man, let's just wait till next time and we'll break down the Teresa Martin interview. We'll chop this all the way up. Let's keep it a buck. Let's get started on Teresa Martin again, who is our number one suspect.
The night that you got the phone call about your daughter.
Okay. I received a phone call 4:34 in the morning from her friend stating to me that my daughter's missing.
4:34 in the morning. Pay attention to the numbers.
They can't find her. So I asked them, could they take their time, just have a little patience at first to see if they can find her. In the background, I hear one of the other friends stating, she tired of waiting. She tired of this, getting a little rowdy. So I asked them to calm down and just bring my car to me.
Because your daughter because they were at the hotel for a party and your daughter was the driver of the night.
Yes, my daughter was the driver of the night.
They had her keys at this moment.
They had her keys. And they never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear her other friend state to me that I have a phone too. So I asked them, I said, y'all, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone? I knew something wasn't right.
Right. So, after that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began the search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't.
And this is the part where I feel like she's running the play. I feel like Teresa already knew what was up that night, because I know that she already knew that there was a reenactment. So her and the friends was kind of running the play together. This is just my opinion. I believe her and the friends were kind of running the play. We'll blame them. Everyone's blaming each other. Oh, point the finger at her. Oh, I point the finger at them. Oh, you guilty. You was doing weird. It was all to distract somebody, to distract everybody, not somebody, to distract everybody. Let's continue.
As cooperative, correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with her friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for her at first.
Right.
And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was,
They were trying to kick him out that
Yes, they
night?
were going to kick him out that night.
And
because
this is like about 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was going to kick him out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously.
When was, the friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter, Kenneka, alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing.
One of the friends did not want her to know that her daughter was missing, and they waited 2 hours, and they contacted her at 4:34. So at 2:30 is when she went missing. What do y'all think about that timeline? According to Teresa's timeline.
They left my house with Kenneka.
Right. Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay. It was like 2 different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door. So
they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator. Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her.
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with
Okay.
that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there.
Right.
So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So what?
Pay attention to her body language. Pay attention to the body language. And what do y'all think about the people asking the questions? Tell me in the chat.
When do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrived, they finally found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel, begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I
Give or
have a
take.
question about why, if somebody says that their daughter is missing in their hotel,
36 hours, 434, blah, blah. Just pay attention to all the numbers. The 6th, the 9th, whoop-de-whoop-de. It's just the numbers, the numerology. Just pay attention to it.
why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there,
Your other daughter.
yes, my other daughter, Lenore,
Okay.
when she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report.
Crown Plaza Police Department. I ain't from Chicago, and I ain't acting like I'm from Chicago, but I'm pretty sure it ain't Crown Plaza. I'm pretty sure it was Rosemont, but I'm pretty sure it was not Crown Plaza Police Department. But cook, Teresa. Go ahead and cook. Smell like you cooking chitlins, but I'm gonna let you cook.
Was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report paper.
Right.
So
This is the Rosemont Police.
yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department.
Mhm.
So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day, he can't give her a copy. So she asked him, could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about
yes,
right now.
the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the missing person report, that he searched front and back and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer?
According to them, Kenneka wasn't there. Remember that. They're saying, according to the police department, they reviewed the tapes and ultimately determined Kenneka wasn't even at the hotel at first. Crazy work. All right, let's continue.
An employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically to let
You're always going to Facebook, but cook.
them know, just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't, conscious
Around,
enough.
right,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I was like
Right.
out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter, to inform me. And after I made this live video, I re-entered the hotel, and I asked them, how was she laying? The head detective, how was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side. And I said, was she laying, how was her legs? Was they curved, like in a fetal
Fetal position.
Yes. He said, no, they were straight. I said, okay. Next question. Can I see my daughter? How she died? How she laid in the freezer? As I wanted to see her. He said, the detective stated yes. An hour or two went past, give or take. The sergeant come in with a very rude attitude. No, you cannot see her. It's against our procedures, our policy. You can't see her. So I asked him, with the card that the leading detective gave me, is it possible that he can write his name on the back of the card? He stated yes. After he stated yes, I said, and as well as your badge number. And I hear him whisper to the detective, badge number. So then he said, as everybody getting ready to round up to go, he said, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna speak with the coroners and see what they can do. So here we go, hours later. 5 hours, maybe a little bit more, but rounding it off, 5 hours later, they come to me and states, only I could come see her. Me, I'm allowed, and I could bring one more other person with me.
What do y'all think about her version of events? I'm not saying it's the truth, or I'm not saying it's a lie. I'm just saying this is her version of what the hell happened. What do y'all think about this? Continue.
That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene. You are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch anything. And they watched us as if we was there. Like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you see your daughter in the freezer. Now, to bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry.
But these are the same people that you allow you to not speak on your daughter. These are the same people that ended up making you sign an NDA, because these are the people who control the people who told you all this bullshit. So I never understood why you took the money and sided with these people when you were saying they was corrupt from the beginning. And then you tell us to stand down. Oh, everybody stand down. We done.
No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them. Yes, they removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, later, rounding it off, Kenneka was laying on a stretcher in a white body bag already.
So you never saw her?
I never saw her. I never saw her. They stated as well that there was no signs of foul play.
Right.
Like it was just a normal look.
That's what they
no
said.
No signs of sexual harassment or anything.
Right. So do you believe differently?
I think you meant sexual assault. I think that's what you meant. But continue.
From seeing the pictures, yes, I believe different.
Because the pictures came out. Before that, though, the video came out. So when we saw the video of her trying to find her way throughout the hotel, what did you think about the videos?
That she was wandering in the hotel and she needed help. And, she at a hotel, a 5-star hotel.
Right.
I know it was surveillance. Just like on each floor, they might not have cameras all through the hotel, but entering and exiting the elevator, there are cameras.
But it is her on the camera because, like I said, so many conspiracy theories. Some people said that's not even her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe they're saying that one part?
I don't believe that was Kenneka. I don't believe it, Teresa. Why don't you talk about that ticket on the 6th?
The video when she's walking towards the refrigerator, that's her last time being shown on videotape. So do you believe she could have just literally walked in there and got locked into the freezer, and what they're saying to be true is she got locked into the freezer and she died because of the coldness? Do you think that could be true?
Well, see, we wouldn't even be sitting here today to guess it. It was the camera. As we went in there, if you could look at the video, me and my daughter, which is some of the parts what we did, as we went in there, I'm looking at my daughter, and I looked in her face. She had a disgusted look on her face. That's an angry look, or somebody.
Disgusting or disgustive? Disgusting or disgustive? Cook, Teresa.
Agitating her, this type of look. So I'm looking, and then I asked them, I said, can I see the freezer? Because I work in the cafeteria. So you can't tell me that she walked in this freezer and couldn't get out, because of our freezers. And not only that, me working within the CPS, cafeterias, before every freezer has a release button or some type of
CPS cafeteria
handle, whereas you can't get locked in this freezer unless you're been locked on the outside. You get locked in from the outside.
Which would have taken, obviously, somebody else to do purposely.
To do it, right.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
what you're saying.
Yes.
There's no way she could lock herself in by herself.
Exactly. So once entering, and I see the freezer, then the leading detective stated to me, she just walked in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
This is before I told him I worked within the cafeteria.
Right.
She walked in the freezer, and when she walked in the freezer, she walked in. He never mentioned it was a double freezer. Walked in the freezer, closed the door behind herself, and just froze to death.
Right.
So, I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I said, so she couldn't get out? He said, no, she couldn't get out. Because once you locked in, you locked in.
Right. But he doesn't know what you know about freezers at that time.
Exactly.
Right.
Did you go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in? Did you try to see what your the theory, how you can get out of it if you're in that particular freezer?
Okay, well, I'll tell you like this. We wasn't never to actually go inside their freezer, but they had both of the doors open. I asked him when I first went back there, so you're saying it's a double freezer? He said, yes, but on our way back there, if you can see in the video, I'm pointing my finger. I'm looking for cameras. I'm looking for cameras because that's my purpose, because you can't tell me this happened with no camera in around, and every time I point, I see a camera. Except when we go by the freezer, that's blocked off, which it was a camera above that freezer. And, okay, we're going to go back to that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. When I go back to the freezer, they had both of the doors open. And I'm like, here go a glow-in-the-dark plastic release button, big white glow-in-the-dark. I said, so is this a release button? He said, the detective said, yes. And the sergeant standing back there with us as well. As I said, we're being watched as if we're the criminal, or we did this to my daughter.
Notice she keeps saying we did this. We looking at we're the criminals. They looking at us, and you are the criminal allegedly, though.
We was going to get arrested. So he stated, I asked him with the other freezer, the second door. I said, is this a release button? Big white button. Maybe, as they say, you couldn't see, but it was lightning in the freezer. And only thing we saw on the floor was a big piece of ice made in a triangle. And I'm like, okay.
Ice made in a triangle. I'm paying attention.
I said, so I that's when I stated, I work in the cafeteria. I've been working there for 7 years. I say, there shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to you. I'm listening to all your verbiage, ma'am. I'm paying attention to it. So I'm gonna let you cook. But let's. What are y'all thinking about Teresa right now? Let's let her cook.
And I'm like, here go a glow in the dark plastic release button, big white glow in the dark. I said, so is this a release button? He said, the detective said yes. And the sergeant standing back there with us as well. As I said, we were being watched as if we're the criminal, you know, right. we did this to my daughter, as if we was going to get arrested. So
I'm just listening to how she's wording this shit. It's crazy.
He stated, I asked him with the other freezer, you know, the second door. I said, is this a release button? Big white button. Maybe, as they say, you couldn't see, but it was lightning in the freezer. And only thing we saw on the floor was a big piece of ice made in a triangle. You know, like, you know, and I'm like, okay. I said, so that's when
she does a pyramid with her hands.
I stated, I work in the cafeteria. I've been working there for 7 years. I say, there shouldn't have been no way that she shouldn't have been able to get out these doors. I thought you told me, and I asked the detective, you said that she couldn't get out. How is that when is, you know, release buttons on each one of these doors? And he just shook his head, you know.
He doesn't understand.
So where are you now as far as what it is that you want to see? You know, they've closed the case officially. I know that you guys are not happy about that and you want to continue the investigation. So what do you want to see happen? Where do you see this going from here? Are you trying to get more people to come in and reopen the case? What is it that you want to do?
Yes, I would love for the FBI to come in. The reason why...
If you wanted them in so bad, you wouldn't have took I was going to say a damn plea deal. What should you... Never, that's a story for another day. If you wanted the FBI support, you probably shouldn't have took the money.
So that they stated it was a natural cause before any medical examiner or anything. So the Rosemont Police Department knew this would happen with no professionals. You know, they said it wasn't
professionals. What did she say? No professionalism.
The reason why I said that, they stated it was a natural cause before any medical examiner or anything. So the Rosemont Police Department knew this would happen with no professionals. You know, they said it wasn't no sexual harassment or any, assaults or whatever.
Been assaulted sexually.
Right. Exactly. You know, but how is that? From looking at the pictures, obviously you'll see that it was something going on. At least, you know, with that. If you would have just saw it without being a professional doctor or whatever, examiner or whatever, first thought would have been them being professional cops. Hey, it's something had to go on. And then to come to...
She needs to stop trying to say professional.
Find out after all that, at the closing meeting, my daughter asked them, did you all take fingerprints? And they said no. Why not?
Right.
Why not?
Dust the body, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because I work in the cafeteria once, as I mentioned. And in the cafeteria, you got to clean up behind yourself.
Yeah.
That's sanitation, you know?
So, question. Well, two things. One is because the Rosemont police did actually turn down, because the FBI, didn't the FBI at one time make an offer?
If they were reached out for assistance.
And so Rosemont turned that down, correct? They didn't want to have anything to do with the FBI coming in.
Allegedly
on the case. Secondly, was the question ever presented to the people of the hotel, why was this freezer even still in operation if it wasn't being used? Like, because I'm under the
kitchen was supposed to be closed.
I'm under understanding that kitchen was closed and that stuff wasn't even being used. So why even have it on? And then if she goes in there, she's just inside a room. You know, she's not inside a freezing room. Did anybody did that ever come up in conversations with the hotel?
No, I never found out about this freezer wasn't working or none of that until after the fact. You know, I'm hearing it from the media or whatever, you know, and my attorney as well, you know, after she's gone. Right, she's gone.
Right.
And then at the meeting, the sergeant said they'd had numerous of murders, you know, deaths or whatever, however he named it. Don't quote me. He said, but this is the first time we ever had to deal with an attorney. And rolled his eyes at me like, how could you be mad at me when I'm the one taking the loss? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where do you...
Like you was doing something.
Exactly.
Right. If nothing else, people should have been treating you with compassion.
Exactly.
If nothing...
She just don't come off as she just don't come off as like a grieving mother. I don't want to but I'm just saying, you telling the story with no emotion or nothing. I'm just listening and watching your body language. You got no emotion while telling this story and reliving this shit. Like it's like this is a movie script for you. It's almost like this was like a game, like a movie script, something you already knew that was gonna go down. I don't know. I could be wrong. What do y'all think?
Else.
And then with the cell phone, they did ask me twice for her phone. And you know why? I was afraid to go back up there because the next day I asked the detective when he called my phone and when he was asking me about her phone and to come up there, come back to the Rosemont Police Department to come up there. And I was not going by myself because I knew I needed some help.
Right.
Yeah.
The hotel offered to pay for Kenneka's funeral. Did you accept their offer?
Okay. They offered to pay for her funeral.
Yes.
You know why I did not accept? I refused. Because even though they offered to pay for it, they never once gave me their condolences. Well, of course, they probably did after I made initial clues to Facebook.
So wait, you won't take the money for the funeral, but you'll take the money for them saying, "Okay, we did it." I don't understand that. You was not you. Those are the same people who paid you, or the same people. See, I've been trying to let you cook, but right now it's like you're making cereal.
In the media, you know, how could you offer to pay? You all don't care. It's not about money. It's not about money. That's why I reached out to the world,
Right.
you know, for help. And I'm still asking for help because something's just not right.
I want to bring up some of the activists. Actually, how I got in contact with you was via Andrew Holmes. He's the one that gave me your number, and we actually talked the night prior
Like I heard when Andrew Holmes came up, you see her body language.
to when the videos were released. And I know you were upset with him because what happened with that? Did he have the right to go? Because he was the first person to talk about the videotapes. Did he have that right from you to do that?
No, he did not.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, Andrew Holmes just popped up from nowhere. He stated to me, I asked him when he called my phone, who gave you my number? Who is you? He stated that he was somebody because I'm asking for help. Right. So I'm figuring, you know, he coming to help me. And he stated to me that he was from Chicago Police Department. He's a special investigator and he's going to get me answers. So.
Special investigator?
Yeah, that's what he stated to me.
They're like, wait, what? The nigga ain't no damn investigator.
So you were misled?
Yes, I was misled.
Okay.
From the beginning.
From the beginning. So
do you have any communication with him now or no?
No. No.
Okay.
There's no need.
Right.
I know other activists, I know from Facebook you accused of them raising money.
Do y'all believe he told her he was a special investigator? Do y'all think she putting some sauce on this shit?
Without your knowledge all the way for the protest?
Yes.
So what was that situation? Because they were saying that, you know, money's necessary if someone gets arrested and for the buses, and that they explained that to you and you were okay if they got money to take care of those situations.
Listen, let me tell you something. I didn't know my purpose of being out there. I thank God for everybody. Whichever way they did it, I asked for help. When you ask for help, you can't direct the help, which way this help going to go. But as far as them collecting money, I never knew about it until I made a status. I wish I would have known. I would have actually wrote down a date. See, like I said, I did timing again. And I went on Facebook to let people know that I did not know, you know, it was, when they collected their money, I was not aware of it.
Okay.
2 days later, I don't know how many days. When I found out, the day I found out.
Sounds like it was a lot about money. Sounds like this was a lot about money as well. What y'all think?
They stated to me that they're gonna give me a ledger, and before we leave the protest that day, and I'm like, honest, I'm like, okay, you know, what is this? And they stated to me that it was funds that they had collected because of the protest, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. They said, what do you want to do? They asked me what I want to do with it. I said, well, if you all collected for the protest, save it, you know. And it was some people got locked up, and they was like, they was like, somebody got locked up. I said, well, go bond it out. Don't y'all have that money? You know, I didn't want to touch it because if they collected if that's what they was doing, then I'm a firm believer. If this is what you're doing, for whatever reason, y'all decide to collect it.
What y'all thinking about this right now, man? What y'all thinking about Teresa? Hold on. Teresa looking like, I mean, she's a part of the play. No matter what story I look at from her, no matter what version she tries to tell, I instantly just think Teresa is running a damn play. All right, let's continue. I'm not done with you, Teresa. Let's go.
So that's a good question. I
Uh,
really wouldn't.
so you don't know who,
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
but you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically to let them know just in case if
I'm just going back to the page. She was timing herself. She just did a Facebook Live and started timing herself.
something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't, conscious enough.
right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like I was
I wasn't conscious. I wasn't conscious enough.
like
Right.
out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter, to inform me. And after I made this live video, I re-entered the hotel, and I asked them, how was she laying? The head detective.
And then so you go do a Facebook Live, and the first question you come back after you just did a Facebook Live in the middle of your daughter being unalived, you decided the smartest thing for me to do right now is get on Facebook and ask them for help. Help with what? And then you go back in there and say, "Oh, well, how was she laying?"
How was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side. And I said, was she laying, how was the legs? Was they curved, like in a fetal position? Yes. He said, no, they were straight. I said, okay. Next question. Can I see my daughter? How she died? How she laid in the freezer? I wanted to see her. He said, the detective stated yes. An hour or two went past, give or take. The sergeant come in with a very rude attitude.
And notice Teresa sided with these same people. She goes live. She talks about all of these people. She ridicules the whole police department. She says they basically covering it up. Then doubles down and say, you know what? They're not necessarily covering it up. It's the content creators. It's the activists. They're the problem. Then it's like, okay, what are you talking about? The activists are just trying to get justice for your damn daughter. Then you start blaming everybody else that's in the mix. Then all of a sudden you say, you know what? I'm done. Look, y'all, the fight is over. We lost. It is what it is. I'm taking the money. I'm running. Y'all should be safe out there. Good luck to everybody. Uh, Stop doing the protest. I'm calling the protest off. This is over. So you went from having everybody had your back to the whole world started to turn against you. Then you go back and look at some of your interviews, your energy was just never quite there. It was always something about Teresa Martin's energy that just never was there. You just don't seem like a mother who is carrying a child who just lost their child. I'm not telling nobody how to grieve. I can't tell nobody what their grieving process should look like or feel like. Everybody's different. Everybody grieves different. I know that, and I respect everybody's feelings and whatever. But I just couldn't imagine anybody mama in this room reacting like this to them being tragically unalived, or they felt like some foul play or whatever. I just couldn't imagine nobody being this calm, going live on Facebook. I don't think that your mama would be live on Facebook after they just found you in a damn whatever in the freezer, and they thinking somebody did it to you, and or even if you just froze to death. I don't think your mama would go live on Facebook and talk to the people about it. I think that she would probably be grieving and crying and wouldn't even be able to move. But you don't seem like somebody who's even shed a fucking tear. I'm gonna be real. I don't believe I've seen you like shed mad tears. I ain't never just seen you. This is me personally. I've never just seen you break down on the emotional shit in behind Kenneka. I seen you clout chase. I seen you act. I've seen you get up here and dance naked, run around naked and run plays, be in McDonald's fighting and arguing, and your daughter calling the police on you, your niece is calling the police on you, and whatever. I see your whole family turning against you. It seems like the devil is working, and he's working all through you, baby girl. Teresa Martin. But yeah, I just want to go back and revisit a little bit of that. We're not done yet though. Hold on, let me get this next video ready. Let's go.
Y'all ain't gonna believe this here, man. I have found the video of Kenneka in the lobby. And this is, let me just show you real quick. Let me just show you. These are like video clips that I got. I took one of the videos, Vivotech, and I broke it down into AVI, which breaks it down into little like 2-minute clips, which you'll see. They're like 2-minute long. I think it's 1minute and 56 seconds long, but each one's like 2 minutes long, right? Now, this is going to be real quick. I'm not going to do really too much to this. I'm just going to show y'all so y'all know I ain't playing. And I will be coming out with another video that's going to, because there's a whole build up to this. There's a whole, if you want everything that we see this guy that on screen, what he does before this and all the other people that I've seen in this lobby. Also, there's one where it looks like it is somebody being carried through the lobby. But right now, I just want to show you real quick, that I ain't playing. And I am in the middle of making a legit video to show everything. I finna expose it all, but this is just, I want to show y'all first, real quick, just a real quick video that I'm not playing around, that this ain't, you know what I mean? I'm on them now. Like, I watched it, I seen it, I knew it was on the footage, I knew everything was on this. All we gotta do is focus on the footage and watch. Okay, first thing you see, right? This is the lady that had the little kid with the neck pillow. Remember? She was the first person that we saw. Her and her child were the first people that we saw when Kenneka got off of the elevator. So that should tell you, right, like, I believe, got either on the elevator at the same time or shortly one got on after the other. But that just tells you they were in the lobby at the same time. And I'm going to prove it. Here she comes, right? So here she comes. She walks in. This is that lady. Now I want you to keep watching back here. Look what the time is. It's 2:15 now. Remember.
Get the likes up, y'all. So these are some of the crisis actors and some of the play runners. These are some of the people that were involved in the play of setting up Kenneka, believe it or not. There was a lot of people in that hotel lobby. There was a lot of people in that hotel when things were going down. Then when she was walking around the hotel and the play is being officially ran, no one is to be found. No one is in that hotel no more. Pay attention.
We see Kenneka get off of the elevator at 2:24 a.m. Now watch. Watch who comes in through this right here. And watch how the walk is. Look at the jeans. Look how she walk. Look how she's even standing. That is Kenneka. All day, every day. I don't care what they say. You can't tell me different. That is her. And I'm going to tell you what. They got different shoes on her. This is a reason why. There's a reason why.
Different shoes because it's not her. It's not Kenneka.
That they did not want us to see this. Now that I know that she did not have on those white shoes. Now watch, she's going to come back and watch who she goes with. The guy with the tan shirt. The one that was in the hallway with Teresa. Whenever everybody was standing in the hallway acting like they were looking for Kenneka. Oh, look, right there he goes. Boom. Right there. And I believe it's her family. This is her family. And like I said, I'm coming out with a whole video that's going to show all the people that was in the lobby. I'm also going to show you in the video someone being carried in the lobby. Not this one. This one I just wanted to show y'all that I'm not playing. And that's basically all this is about, is I ain't playing. That's her. And that's her leaving right there. And it goes off. But let's go to the next one. And you'll still see her leaving. There she goes. That's her. That's her all day, every day. You can say what you want. You be like, witness, you tripping. It's not her. I know her walk. I've seen too many of her live videos. I've seen too many of them to know how she walks. Even walking through the hallways, that looked like the walk. Just watch how she walks. I'm gonna play. It's playing regular. I'm not playing it fast or slow. I'm just playing it regularly. And watch. Here she comes into the hotel from this way with her phone. Look how she stands. That's her. And look, she either got sandals on or some brown shoes. Now that I know that, I know of at least three or four other spots that she is at. Now that I know that that's what her shoes look like. And I'm gonna prove it. Just be on the lookout. This was just a real quick video I wanted to put out there to let y'all know that I ain't playing around, that I'm not lying. Y'all, whoever got footage, go look. But I'm also coming out with a video that's gonna show y'all. Look, even had her watch on. See it? Seen the watch? Even had the watch on the wrist. That's her. The jacket is longer. It's not ripped. Somehow it got ripped up. It has not been ripped yet. Cause it's like
Got ripped because of the fight. Kenneka got into a fight that night. It got ripped because she got into a fight.
it looks
But it wasn't on that date.
like it's not ripped. So just putting this out there real quick. That's all. Nothing major. Well, this is huge because now I know of about 4 or 5 other spots that she was at on this footage that I was uncertain of, but not no more, and about to expose even more when I show what all was going on in this lobby and what all this guy saw and what all he let slide. And I'm gonna tell you, make sure you're on the lookout for that video. It'll be coming out probably next. And also you will see they are carrying somebody through the lobby. You could see it plain as day. Now, is it Kenneka? I'm not sure. That'll be on the next video that I do. I appreciate y'all checking this out. If you haven't subbed, you might want to sub because I'm finna expose them all. If you like the video, please like it. It'll help. Share this, whatever. Do what you gotta do. Please let it get out because this is huge. This is huge, y'all. You never know what this could do. Now other people might be like, oh, because this has been gone for a while. We have not seen this in a long time. This has been missing. It has been shown a long time ago and been taken down and never been heard of before. This has now have been dug out from the trenches and brought to the light. It is now resurfaced. What has been in the past has now came to the future. We are now starting over a whole new year. 2023 is a new year, and watch how I expose them. Y'all make sure y'all sub. I appreciate y'all checking out the video. And until the next one, which will be coming very shortly, I'll see y'all then. Until then, peace, y'all.
All right. So right there, you see there's a lot of play. It was a lot of plays being ran in that lobby the night that they took Kenneka Jenkins out. Too many plays was being ran in that damn lobby. What are y'all thinking about that, man? Do y'all think that Teresa Martin is involved? Do y'all just think the hotel? Do y'all think the higher ups? Who ultimately is responsible for Kenneka's death? The friends, the family. Who do y'all believe? Friends, family, police, higher ups? Was it Masonic? Was it a ritual? What was this? An sacrifice? What was this, y'all? Y'all let me know what the hell is this Kenneka Jenkins case? Because the rabbit hole just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. The rabbit hole does not stop with the Kenneka case. You got the Antonia Evans angle. You got the Selena Gomez angle. You got the Bill Murray angle. You got the higher ups angle. You got the organ trafficking angle. You got the higher ups. You got the police angle. You got the hotel conspiracy angle and the R word angle. You got the content creators running the play angle. You got the friends running the play angle. There's so many layers to this Kenneka Jenkins case that it just doesn't stop. And here we are on part 6. I don't know, man. Do we dare do a part 7 to the Kenneka Jenkins case? We have been going up since we've been back on this damn Kenneka case. So salute. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers. Welcome aboard to everybody who is subbing to the channel. Hopefully all of y'all are enjoying the content. I hope all of y'all are enjoying the content, man. I've been trying to give y'all as much good content as I can give y'all. I'm keeping these stories going. You can go to my website and submit a tip. Now, if you want me to cover a case, you can go to my website, theratchettv.com, ratchettv.com. And at the you can fill out a form on there that you can get me if you want me to cover a case. You can go over there and submit a tip to get me to cover a case if you got a particular case that you want me to cover. I'm revamping my website. It's under construction right now, but you'll be able to see it's some new things on the board when you get over to my website, theratchettv.com. So let me know in the chat, man. What are y'all thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on the Kenneka case? Do y'all believe that the mother is involved? Who is involved in this Kenneka case, man? I need to know from everybody in this damn room, because we about to get ready to get the hell up out of here. And yeah, I got things to do, man. But this is my third video for today. Hopefully, y'all go check out that Ashley Janae video I did earlier. That one is doing very good numbers. Also, I did a surprise video on Kendrick Johnson as well. And you got the Kenneka video at the nighttime. So you know the nighttime is the right time. It's time to go up, baby. So this your boy Big Ratchet, man. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. And as always, I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Salute to the mods. Salute to the green team. Salute to the chat. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment when the video ends. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you hype the video up. And make sure you send a donation if you want to send a donation via Cash App, $Ratchet TV, or send a donation, super chat, super sticker, super thanks. I appreciate all that, man. But as always, this your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Let me know what y'all think about this Kenneka Jenkins content and comment part 7 when I get up out of here. I love y'all. I'm gone. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm gone.